Welcome to the first episode of Heart to Heart with Heidi, an intimate space for rawness, vulnerability, honesty, life changing experiences, and heartfelt conversations. A place where the mask falls off and we speak from the heart. So if you're ready to feel seen, understood, or even inspired, seeing your story reflected in someone else's, you're in the right place. So take a deep breath and open your heart. My first guest today is someone incredibly close to my heart. We met about 4 years ago studying Spanish, and over time I've watched her transform into beautiful ways. She's walked into toxic relationships and turned to alcohol as a way to cope. She dug deep, but she rose stronger than ever. Today she's a yoga instructor and a guide, and one of the most resilient, inspiring souls I've ever known. And in today's episode, she'll be sharing her story of survival, courage, and rebirth. Hi, Jannah.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm good too. I'm excited to have you here as my first guest today.
Yes.
So I'd like to start this first episode with something that I think you'd really like. I'd like us to close our eyes and place our hands on our heart and take a few deep breaths. Just to land here, arrive in that space now. We speak from the heart and we listen with presence. You can open your eyes if you feel like it. The first word that comes to your mind right now.
Connection with myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Touching my heart, feeling my body, feeling my breath.
Mm-hmm. Like being present in your body.
Yeah.
So Jannah, tell us a bit about your childhood.
My childhood was interesting. I actually don't really remember the time I spent with my family, like all together. My dad, my mom, and my sister. Because my parents got divorced when I was 6. And the relation between my parents weren't very good, so they were kind of fighting over my sister and me. Mm-hmm. So they were like always talking bad about the other person, about like actually the whole family.
Totally relate.
Amazing. That's how you handle situations as an adult. I got very quiet.
So you weren't like an expressive child, you'd say?
Yes and no. Always had like a lot of energy, but at the same time when I was home, I always felt very lonely, very sad, which I never told my family. I always felt like I need to handle the situation by myself. I started questioning why my friends are friends with me. Like, what do I have that they want to spend time with me? I started questioning myself, my value. Yeah, that was a bit sad, actually. Spent a lot of time in my childhood with my grandparents. That was amazing. Most beautiful 2 persons I've ever met in my life.
Oh, you talk a lot about childhood and how it affects us as adults. It affects our relationships and also the relationships we choose to get into. Do you think your childhood affected your choice of past partners or past relationships?
Yeah, definitely.
Tell us about like when you realized you were getting into toxic relationships. When did you realize this was a pattern for you?
Not that long ago. 3 years ago, something like this. Decide, okay, now I need to change something. Mm-hmm. And I need to face everything what is going on. And I also, I don't know, read a lot of books or like did different things to understand how the brain is working. Started from my childhood on until all the relation I have. Because I'm not a fan of saying like this is a bad person. We all have our own history.
Going back to this, what was your coping mechanisms?
Pushing away my emotions, tap my emotions. Then later, alcohol, drinking. That was unfortunately a very long pattern, or like coping mechanism I had.
Numbing out the pain?
Yeah. The more you drink, the more actually also you release your emotions because you don't have the control anymore. The thing I always like had inside, which I never felt, came up, and as I never really learned how to handle my emotions, the more I drank to really have like a knockout thing.
Like
anymore.
Disconnect from reality.
Completely, from myself, from everything.
Mm-hmm. When was the time you realized this is getting out of hand? Did you even realize that, or?
I didn't really know back then what was happening. I just knew that, okay, there's something wrong because it's not normal that I never can just have, I don't know, just a beer. Yeah. And I'm always ending up super drunk. I'm 1.5 years sober.
Proud of you. And do you remember that exact moment where you said, I need to stop that. I need to get my life back.
Yeah.
You remember that moment?
Yeah. I was in Bali.
Wow. Okay.
I was in Bali and for a month and 3 weeks well, 2.5 weeks out of the month, I was drinking every day alone. One morning I woke up and I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? I need to stop. I don't want to be this person anymore. And that was actually kind of the day when everything changed.
Wow.
Or started to change. I mean, it was and it still is a huge process.
So that was the turning point. The other side of the planet?
Yep.
Wow. What have you done to like stop yourself from consuming alcohol and stop that coping mechanism and, you know, try to get back to yourself and try to recover your life, basically?
Yeah, I did a lot of things. I was talking with a friend of mine. We were reflecting. Like the inner side of me was not ready or didn't really want to see it. I was writing letters to my parents and to myself and read it out loud, like all the letters. And I also called my mom and my dad, and I also read the letters. I wrote them.
To them.
It was very, very hard and very sad. Like first I was a little bit like, I don't know, like what should I write? But then when I started, they were coming out some pages.
Wow.
And without thinking, just like completely honest to myself, what I felt, what I thought since I was a child until now. How do I see myself? And then writing it is one thing, then reading it out loud is it's like another thing.
Remember when you told me about that?
Oof, I could really feel in my body like oh my God, that's so sad.
Like the things you've been holding inside.
Yeah, like a huge release. Like to say it out loud, and also to talk to my family, and especially to my dad, to explain them. He had no idea.
And how did they respond to that, your parents?
Very grateful that I shared it with them. They
That's
were
beautiful.
very sorry that they didn't know before. Amazing, I would say, and completely changed our relationship, especially with my dad, which was a little bit...
In Germany, you went to rehab, right?
Yes, it was for depression.
Okay.
I mean, I could not drink during this time, which was good, but it was not that I went to rehab, like clinic. It was more like mental health.
Okay.
It was very good. I was there for a month, and it was a good start, I would say. I learned a lot. When I got out and I went back to Barcelona, the first month maybe, was good. I could do like everything I learned, and then I had my fallback. Completely everything, all the patterns repeated, alcohol repeated, everything, but just faster, which was good.
Okay. And how did you deal with that? How was that experience for you?
Oh, it was so fucked up. I was really like, what happened? How is it possible that it just happened directly again when I came out of the clinic? Like, didn't I learn anything?
After 4 months, right?
At some point I was like, okay, no, not anymore. I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to be that person. I need to change something. Something has to happen.
And what did you do?
Well, I quit my job. I went to do the Camino de Santiago.
I remember, yeah.
But just for 2 weeks. Then I came back because, was not what I was looking for at this time. Or not what I needed. And then I went to Bali. What
a journey you've been through. Like different countries, you taking yourself here and there, going to rehab, trying to like instill in you what you really want to be, fighting those urges. And how is temptation for you? Because right now there's social drinking everywhere. Like almost everyone drinks, right? So how do you deal with that? How do you stop yourself from consuming alcohol when you're in those situations?
I really, well, as I said, I stopped like 1.5 years ago, and I honestly didn't have any moment, not once, not even a second, where I thought like, damn, I would like to have a drink. Not a second. The day I stopped drinking was because I was ready. Not that it happened like consciousness, like no, but I was ready to face everything I was tapping with alcohol.
Yeah.
So I really don't need it anymore. Or 2 years ago, in this situation with this feeling, the first thing I would have done would be like drinking.
Yeah.
And now I do not. That would be the last thing I would do.
What do you do now when things get a bit tricky?
I really learned to take the time and feel what is going on, and also not trying to distract myself, to run away from it. I talk a lot to myself. Really discovered for me is something with my body. Move my body, go to do exercise, to do yoga, to dance, whatever it is, to write it down.
And did you realize I want to do yoga and I want this to be what I do with my life?
That was kind of random. I just signed up for a yoga teacher training course.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really have anything to do with yoga before. Like in the clinic, I did it like a few times, but
Okay.
in Bali, the last week was perfect timing. Obviously, I was drinking all the time. Then I was like waking up, confronting myself with everything. Then I felt so much better. And then I started the last week with a yoga retreat. Reconnect with my body and my emotions and being in the present. I couldn't really believe it, kind
Yeah.
of. I was not sure at this moment if I just want to do it for myself or if I really want to teach. But the more I practice, because like during the course, I don't know, I practice like 2 or 3 hours a day, could see and tell the differences. Because when I started, as I said, I didn't have anything to do with yoga. I had to learn everything. Also, like meditating, for example, that was nothing for me. I like my thoughts were running around my head. Nothing like let your thoughts pass away.
Yeah.
No,
Didn't work
fucking
for
way.
you.
I was like that. I don't know, my consciousness.
Yeah.
And I could tell like, okay, I can really observe my thoughts and just let them pass away, and I can be just here without being in my mind somewhere else.
So you're a yoga instructor and a guide now.
Yeah, kind of, because I was like, I really don't want to, I don't know, to show out or tell the people like a different sequence they can do. But to sit down, take the time for themselves, and to feel like all the changes I felt,
Yeah.
then they can feel it as well. And I know that I always left a class with so much energy, like so happy, and yeah, just like so good vibes.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is why I want to teach, because I want all the people, and maybe especially the ones who are in the same situation as I have been. I want them to show that there is a way, or not a way, but also like a tool to come out of it and to come back and feel, I don't know, the good life.
That's beautiful. And you feel
This,
like it's your life purpose to do what you're doing right now?
I think so, yeah. I don't know, I always knew that I would like to, or I wanted to do something that helps people in a certain way. I didn't know, never knew what exactly it is and how and why. And now I think I know exactly how and why and what. Well,
What's an
I think that's
advice
it.
you would tell someone right now, starting a habit like yoga, like you did, and transforming your life in a beautiful way, like you did? What's one advice you'd offer someone?
So like a difficult situation,
Yeah.
breathe. That's the first
Okay.
thing. Well, it sounds so stupid, but
No,
not
it
like just
doesn't.
breathe. But for me, it's like one of the most powerful tools I learned. Really sit down, maybe put one hand on your chest, on your belly, both hands on your chest, wherever, and follow with your mind your breath going up and down your body, and try really to breathe very deep and slow, inhalation and exhalation, for a few times, of course.
Okay.
The longest you need it, because it calms down. It calms down the nervous system, and it really, really helps so much. And then as well, move. There's so many emotions that needs movement to release.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, being angry or something. It's nothing you deal with sitting still.
Yeah.
Get it out of your head. Move.
Dance, run.
Whatever. Go for a walk.
Yeah.
Nothing has to be like an hour or something. When it's just 5 minutes, whatever
Yeah.
it is. But to yourself, say it's okay. I'm gonna take the moment for me. Breathe. I'm here now. Safe.
Like train your brain and also like be consistent. No?
That is the most important thing. If you're not consistent, nothing will change.
Yeah.
But that's with everything. And yes, training like a muscle, like the brain muscle, is the biggest muscle we have. And we need to train, and it's not easy. It takes a lot of energy.
Brain gym. We need brain gym every day,
Exactly.
basically.
That like basically
What would baby Jannah say to adult Jannah right now?
right now.
Seeing all her progress, all her beautiful transformations, all her ups and downs, what would she say to you right now? Big Jannah.
Big Jannah. Big Jannah in the house. She would say thank you. A fucking huge thank you to face all the shit that happened in my life. Thanks for taking time to talk to me, to hold me, and to make me feel safe. And thanks for the person you came
Mm.
Find your way, always go on, being strong, loving yourself, loving me, because well, baby Jannah's saying Jannah than I am now. I'm so proud.
Wow, so beautiful.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Let it all out.
What's something you'd like to be remembered for? Or actually, many things, as much as you like. What would you like to be remembered for?
Being authentic. Very good question. I never really thought about it. Being me and not being someone else because, I don't know, people expect it, or the way I talk, the way I dress or whatever. Also, just because, I don't know, what I'm doing now is yoga. I'm not a yogi. I don't know. No.
Yeah, doesn't like define you.
No, I love it and I have a lot of respect for it, but yeah, it's not my identity.
Yeah.
And I think that's also part of being authentic, like to myself.
Okay.
I think that's really something.
Something to think about, right?
The next episode.
One thing you're still struggling with.
Well, a lot. A lot. As I said, like for me, everything is a life process. Self-confidence and the way of my work, what I'm doing, that I'm good at what I'm doing. Because sometimes I ask myself, like, why am I doing what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Am I really good at it? Should I do it? Will people like it or not? And I don't know. That's, I think, a big thing right now I'm working on, to trust in myself, to really believe, like, and know that what I'm doing is good.
I have a list of questions here. I'm gonna need you to choose 2 questions.
Okay.
Read them out loud, and we're both gonna have to answer those questions.
Okay. Well, then,
first question.
Well, the first question. What's your love language? How do you show love and affection? And who's gonna start?
You start. You can start.
What is my love language? I think, well, in general, love language also with friends and not only in relationships. I'm
of course
very touchy person. Well, with friends, with people I let in my circle.
So physical touch would be your first, right? There's a test for that. You know that? You do a test online and it shows you your love languages. You should do it.
I should do it.
Yeah. But you'd say it's physical affection. Like you show love to friends and partners, physical affection.
Yeah, and I think with words
of affirmation.
Yeah. Because I love communication.
Yeah, same. So. My answer would be exactly the same as you.
Well,
also physical affection. Yeah, I feel like physical affection is how I show love, and I would say physical affection mostly with like partners. With friends, I would say it's more of words of affirmation.
Are you ready for the second question?
I'm ready.
Oof. Happiest childhood memory.
Oof. Oh my god.
My mind is not a specific moment, but my grandma or my grandparents, like the time when I was a child and spending at their house, always playing with my grandma. Yeah,
moments with grandparents are very heartwarming. I cannot really think of the happiest childhood memory I have, but I would say when I felt the happiest is like when I was performing, like dancing, singing, preparing for a school performance. That's when I felt happiest. But I cannot put my hands on a specific childhood memory.
That makes sense. That's why I love dancing and singing.
Yes, I swear. I'd like to share anything else, any upcoming projects, where people can find you, your yoga classes, anything you'd like to share? You want to say?
Some publicity.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna launch my online yoga studio very soon. It's gonna be in Spanish and in German for now.
Amazing.
And yes, otherwise I'm giving classes at the beach. I love outside yoga. I like being outside, doing it outside. Yeah, whoever wants to join, very welcome.
You can also find her on Instagram as Jannah Hoonman. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being my friend all those years and being there for me.
Thank you. Okay.